Hi there, good afternoon. Just starting the stream a little bit early just to make sure I could stream because last week I was unable to and then I had to reset my internet and I was panicked. So hooray, on it a minute early. So just hanging out and we'll wait until 4 o'clock to get going. But I just want to let you know you're in the right place. I'm just getting on the live stream a little bit early just to make sure that I could. All right, well, there's my little bit of early. So hello and welcome. Thanks for being here. My name is Erica Mather, and I want to thank Omstars for hosting me and Kino for hosting me. Always grateful for their support. And I'm coming to you live from New York City, where things are opening up a little bit, mostly just the construction. So not much else, but there's more jackhammering occurring. And this is the third of 3 classes to support my book called Your Body, Your Best Friend, with some live practices to complement the theme of the book. So our first class, the theme was breath, because there's a few languages that your body has, and the first one is breath, right? You don't think about it, but you come in and you inhale, and that is how you are alive. That's how your body knows you're alive, is the inhale. You have some other languages, touch, movement, food, and I talk about those in my book. I don't actually talk about breath in the book because it didn't seem that useful without these sorts of practices. So that was the first class, and the second class was about attitude, because a way to befriend your body is to observe the attitude that you have. So we spent the class being curious about the breath. And for today's class, our work is to monitor our internal dialogue. Why? Because the body doesn't respond well to violent or hateful language. Kind of a very relevant topic for the past week. Yeah, your body doesn't respond well to violence. And often we speak cruelly to ourselves. So in this practice, in this particular rendition of exploring the ways to befriend our body, we are going to monitor our internal dialogue. That's what's going to happen. Now, before I get started, I just want to invite you to put in the chat bar if you have any injuries or if anybody's pregnant, please let me know. And I will teach to you, right? So if I know, I will make some modifications to teach to you. If I don't know, I can't help you. That's how this goes. And also, since I can't see you, this is going to be pretty much a one-way street. So I won't be monitoring the chat bar while I'm teaching. I'm sorry. That's just how it'll go. So this is your opportunity really to talk to me and tell me anything about you that I ought to know. Okay. You're all in perfect health. Good for you. Something else I just want to let you know is, like, I am teaching in my not one bedroom, in my studio apartment in New York. So I'm really not set up for this and doing my best to work with what I have. And so there will be some camera shifts as we go, and I'll announce them, and you'll be like, oh, now she's in a different place. I will be practicing with you. So if you need a visual, look at me. But I suggest, if you really need to get a good look, come out of the pose and look, and then come back in it so you're not doing like weird things to your neck. Kind of a strange medium. I see I'm doing weird things with my neck. You're doing weird things with your neck because you want to see and be in the pose at the same time. So just come on out, take a look, come back. Okay, so let's get going. Monitor. Monitor your internal dialogue. So start turning on your deep breathing. And deep breathing means inhale and expand the ribs. Exhale, squeeze low abdomen back towards the spine. Connect to your own breath. Feel the quality of the breath. And right away, just as you do that, it may kick up an internal dialogue. It wasn't as good as yesterday. It's not as strong. It feels weak. I don't know what she's talking about. So there's your internal dialogue. Congratulations, you just found it. So once you found it, what's the next step? First of all, hold space free of praise or judgment. Whatever it is that you find, it's like no praise, no judgment. It's just, there it is. There it is. Good job. You found it. You made it apparent to yourself. Your internal dialogue may be about me. You may be like, I don't like her, click off. You might be like, I don't know what she's talking about. I feel confronted, and anything like that. That's also your internal dialogue. So there you go. Good job. You found it. Just once you find it, hold space free of praise or judgment. How do you hold space? By connecting to the breath. This is all very circular. You'll discover, very circular. Hold space by connecting to the breath. So the minute you got that internal dialogue and maybe you got hooked by it, it's like, just feel your breath. Go back to your breath. No reaction, just breath. So that's step one. But step two may be if you find something cruel that you say to yourself repetitively, like, oh, that's one of my mantras. I'm too old for this. I'm too inflexible for this. I'm too fat for this. Whatever your mantra may be, your negative mantra that you're like, oh, I'd say that to myself a lot. That's whatever. For me, usually my first thought is like, oh, I feel sad for myself, or I have compassion for myself. And then you take a step. And the step is, could I shift that? Or maybe your step is just to hold steady around it. Yeah. Let's go a little deeper in with your breath. The pranayama is called Shivananda breath. Inhale for as long as is comfortable. I'm giving you the overview. Hold the breath for as long as is comfortable. Then you will exhale out for as long as is comfortable. And then you will hold the breath out for as long as is comfortable. Do that on your own. The operative word is comfortable. Feel for your own internal dialogue as you do this. It's said that in the kumbhaka, the space between the inhale and the exhale, and the space between the exhale and the inhale, the fluctuations of the mind decrease. So you may notice as you hold the breath that there's less internal dialogue. It may be a relief. It may be something you look forward to in your practice. Finish the round you're on, concluding with exhale. I'm doing a little scene change here. And once you're done, come to sit cross-legged if you haven't already. You might switch the cross of your legs if you're kind of a little too comfortable in the seat you're already in. Let's do a seated side bend. So from here, and I'm mirroring you for now. I'll tell you when I may stop mirroring you. Inhale, stretch your right hand straight out from the hip on fingertips. And reach up with the left arm, breathe in. Exhale, lean into the side bend, flattening the right hand to the floor, and reach the left arm maybe straight up towards the ceiling or over to the side. Now I notice that my internal dialogue is usually around where things hurt or some comparative analysis like yesterday. And if you discover that things hurt, then take your breath to them. That's a kindness for your body. And if you discover that you're involved in some comparative analysis, then just do your best to put that down. Just be like, oh, okay. Free of praise or judgment, that is what it is. It's different than it was yesterday. Breathe in, expand the ribs all the way. Exhale, relax the neck a little bit. You might turn the chin and the nose down towards the floor. This is a forest yoga move if you're new to it. And then stay in the side bend for neck release. Inhale, reach left arm up and over and down towards the floor. Let go in the neck a little bit more so you feel the weight of the arm on one end of the neck and the weight of the head on the other end of the neck. And you may find, like, as you monitor the internal dialogue, that you're very addicted to conclusions. And the conclusions usually are very black and white. They're very like, this is good, that is bad. They're very binary. But you are smarter than that. So you are going to rest in the middle. You rest in the middle by holding space with your breath. And just being what is today, be. Now come out of the pose. Inhale, reach with the left hand, push the floor away with the right, and then pause. Do this kindness for your own head and neck. Just pick your head up, put it back on top of the spine. Just feel how nice that was. You might even test like how your neck feels. Ooh. And then let's go to the other side. So stretch your left hand straight out from your hip on fingertips. Inhale, reach up with the right arm. Lean in the side bend. Exhale, flatten the left hand to the floor. Reach the right arm overhead. And then inhale and expand your ribs. Just being with whatever is today, whatever sensation you find, just be in curiosity, be in gratitude for feeling even. Because the alternative is not feeling. Inhale, expand ribs all the way to full capacity. Exhale, ease bottom shoulder down and away from the ear. Relax the neck so you've cleared all that space for your head to hang into. And coming into neck release, inhale, reach the top arm up and over and down. Straight out from the hip. Let go in the neck. Feel the weight of your head pull on one end of the neck, the weight of the arm pull on the other end of the neck. And then just use your practice to cultivate a sanctuary for yourself and for your body. It's like no judgment zone, no apology zone, no apologies necessary, just free to be. And part of the way you hold that is by monitoring yourself for all the cruelties we inflict upon ourselves and eradicating them. Let's get rid of them. Take a huge breath in, widen the rib cage. Exhale, let go in the neck a little bit more. And then to come out of the pose, inhale, reach with the right arm, push the floor away with the left, and then pause. Once you're upright, do this kindness for yourself. Cradle the head in the left hand, and then pick up your head, put it back on top of your spine. Nice work. Just feel the effects in your neck. Relaxed neck is a feature of forest yoga that I find to be particularly friendly to injured or weak necks, which is like 98% of the population. All right, now you need something to squeeze. Sorry I didn't tell you about this earlier. A block will do. If you're one of my forest yoga students and you got a roll, get it. A pillow will do, actually. So if you grab something from your couch, just squeeze it between your thighs. I'm going to use my roll because that's what it's for. So whatever you're using, lie down on your back and put the roll or the prop or the block or the pillow, whatever you're using, between your thighs. And just lie down with the feet on the floor and clasp hands behind the head and the neck. And the internal dialogue may even be something like, what's going to happen next? And so you can see, like, if that internal dialogue is full of like anxiety or full of anticipation or full of excitement, like just notice how those sorts of things affect you as well. Now, clasp hands behind head and neck, point the elbows straight up towards the ceiling. Begin with the head down on the floor and breathe in. Hold the breath, curl the pubic bone towards the navel, driving low back into the mat. Squeeze the roll. And exhale, curl head and shoulders and maybe shoulder blades up off the mat. Bottom of exhale, squeeze low abdomen down towards the spine. Inhale, shoulders and head back to the mat. Hold the breath, curl the pubic bone towards the navel, squeeze your prop. And exhale, curl head and shoulders and maybe shoulder blades up. Bottom of exhale, squeeze low abdomen down towards the spine. Inhale, shoulders and head back to the floor. Hold the breath, curl the pubic bone towards the navel, squeeze your prop. Exhale, curl head and shoulders and maybe shoulder blades up. Bottom of exhale, squeeze low abdomen down towards the spine. Inhale, shoulders and head back to the floor. Hold the breath, curl the pubic bone towards the navel, squeeze the roll. Exhale, curl head and shoulders and maybe shoulder blades up. Bottom of exhale, squeeze low abdomen down towards the spine. Let's do one more. Inhale, shoulders and head down. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up, squeeze the roll. Exhale, curl head and shoulder blades up. And at the bottom of the exhale, squeeze low abdomen down towards the spine. Inhale, shoulders and head back to the mat. Relax. Set your prop off to the side and up leveling our abs a little bit to basic elbow to knee. So clasp hands behind the head and the neck again. But I want you just to test out this movement first. Just pick up your left leg like you're marching. Just the left leg up, the knee stays bent. Yeah, that's all. Put it down. And then pick up your right leg. The knee stays bent. Put it down. That's the movement of the legs. Yeah, that's all. Just up and down. Right? But it's going to go with breath, yeah, and upper body. So here we go. Feet start on the floor. Inhale, curl head and shoulders up. Hold the breath, press low back down to curl pubic bone towards the navel. And exhale, pick up the left leg and just reach both elbows forward towards the thigh. Inhale to center. Head and shoulders stay lifted. Put your foot down. Hold the breath, curl the pubic bone towards the navel. Exhale, pick up the right leg, reach both elbows towards it. Bottom of exhale, squeeze low abdomen down towards the spine. Inhale to center, put your foot down. Hold the breath, curl the pubic bone towards the navel. Exhale, pick up the left leg, reach both elbows towards it. Bottom of exhale, squeeze low abdomen down towards the spine. Inhale to center, put the foot down. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, pick up the right leg, reach both elbows towards it. Bottom of exhale, squeeze low abdomen down towards the spine. Inhale to center, head and shoulders stay lifted. Put the foot down. Hold the breath, curl the pubic bone towards the navel. Exhale, pick up the left leg, reach both elbows towards it. The bottom of the exhale, squeeze low abdomen down towards the spine. Inhale to center, put the foot down. Hold the breath, curl the pubic bone towards the navel. Exhale, pick up the right leg, reach both elbows towards it. Bottom of exhale, squeeze low abdomen down towards the spine. Inhale, back to center. Foot down, exhale, head down. And just notice, does the abundance of instruction actually help you have inner dialogue less? Right? And it may be why you gravitate towards a class with a lot of talking. Maybe it silences your own internal dialogue. Yeah? Maybe a lot of talking actually kicks up your internal dialogue. I don't know. Just take note of it. Okay, let's do another set of abs. So now this is regular elbow knee. So we're up leveling. Pick up the legs. Feet off the floor. Knees bent so that the feet are a little bit lower than the height of the knees. And now that I've posed the question, I want you to consider it as we do these abs, right? Inhale, curl head and shoulders up. Hold the breath, press low back down to curl tailbone up. Exhale, send elbows towards left thigh, straighten out right leg. Bottom of exhale, squeeze low abdomen down towards the spine. Inhale to center and bend the knees. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, send the elbows towards the right thigh, straighten out left leg. Bottom of exhale, squeeze low abdomen down towards the spine. Inhale to center, bend the knees. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, send elbows towards the left thigh, straighten out right leg. Also become aware, do you listen to your internal dialogue to avoid feeling? Inhale to center, bend the knees. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, send elbows towards the right thigh, straighten out the left leg. Bottom of exhale, squeeze low abdomen down towards the spine. Inhale to center, bend the knees, head and shoulders stay up. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, send elbows towards left thigh, straighten out right leg. Bottom of exhale, squeeze low abdomen down towards the spine. Inhale to center, bend the knees. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, send elbows towards right thigh, straighten out left leg. Bottom of exhale, squeeze low abdomen down towards the spine. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, head down and feet down. Take a feeling breath, one where I am not talking, and listen inside. What's going on inside? Roll to your left side. Press up to sit, and then come on down onto hands and knees for cat and cow. Align the hands under the shoulders, the knees under the hips. Then inhale, arch the spine and look up. Exhale, round and look down. Push the floor away with the hands as you round and look down. Inhale, arch and look up, curl the toes under. Exhale, round and look down, point toes, press tops of feet in the floor, push the floor away with the hands. Inhale, arch and look up, curl the toes under. Exhale, round and look down, point toes, press tops of feet in the floor, push the floor away with the hands so your arms are like stilts, they're really long. Inhale, arch and look up, curl the toes under. Exhale, round and look down, point toes, press tops of feet into the floor, push the floor away with the hands. Inhale, arch and look up, curl the toes under. Come on into downward facing dog. Exhale, send the hips up and back. And chances are you'll need to elongate your stance, right? Because for cat and cow, the positioning of the hands is under the shoulders. And you need a little bit more length when you come into downward facing dog. Sometimes when you take a class with a new teacher, the internal dialogue is very affirming or maybe judgmental. You're like, I love this teacher. I hate this teacher. What is she talking about? So just notice those sorts of things too, and hold space in your classes. The teachers also just be like, okay, I'm just going to hold steady and find out if once I do, if there's no praise and no judgment, if my experience changes. Breathe and feel in the pose. Familiar posture. Maybe feels great today, maybe feels sticky today. Just hold steady in the center of that. without ricocheting into one polarity or the other in your mind. And take a slow walk forward to the front of the mat, fold over the legs. And if your low back is sensitive or tender, then bend the knees a lot. And as you fold over your legs, I'm going to do a little camera change. You get to see more and more of my apartment with each camera change. No cat, though. She's hiding. So here you are, folded over your legs. Hang. Sometimes the internal dialogue is really important. I know you might be like, what? What are you talking about? Sometimes it's really important because all of a sudden you'll have visibility of a thought that was running you that you didn't know was there. So you want to sort of like be on high alert for that. Oh, I didn't know that thought was there. Wow. Come on up to stand. Roll up, reach out to come up, whatever feels good to you. And then let's do some sun salutations. These are, in forest yoga, they've gone through some language, some nomenclature differences. They used to be called Shivananda sun salutes, then they became classical sun exercises, then they're just sun salutes. The rest of the world sometimes calls them moon salutes. So if you need cushioning, if you need blocks, get them now. And then stand at the front of the mat, feet even and parallel, and breathe in. Expand the ribs. Exhale, join hands together at the chest, reaching sit bones down. Inhale, reach arms overhead, lengthen through the side waist. Forward bend, exhale, fold over the legs, relax the neck. Lunge. Inhale, step the left foot back, set the knee down, point the toes, and that left foot back first might snag your mind. Don't let it just be like, oh, that's the left foot, cool, let's go. Yeah. Sink the hips down and forward, maybe lifting the torso. If you want to stay folded over the front leg, that's fine too. Hands to the floor, curl the back toes under, pick up the knee, and then step into push-up position. Set your knees down. Exhale, lower all the way to the floor. And then setting up for Sphinx, bring the forearms flat to the floor so the elbows are beneath the armpits and the upper arms are vertical. And pull back with the elbows, just pulling back to pull the chest forward. Relax in the back and relax in the abdomen so the ribs can move. Pull the chest forward, lower down, pop the elbows out to the side so you have room for your chest. Reposition hands underneath the shoulders. Exhale back and into downward facing dog. Lunge. Inhale, step the left foot forward, set the back knee down and point the toes. And then sink the hips down and forward, even if the knee comes in front of the ankle, this particular lunge. And from there, you might continue like just resting the torso on the thigh. If that feels good, you could lift the torso upright. Just as much verticality as feels comfortable. You might use blocks. I really like my blocks. Favorite friends, my blocks. And then lean forward a little bit to get space to step into the forward bend. Exhale, right foot next to left foot. Fold over the legs, relax the neck. Push down through the feet. Inhale, stand. Reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, join hands together at the chest. That was one. Let's do a few more. Inhale, reach arms up. Forward bend. Exhale. Lunge. Inhale, right foot back, knee down, toes pointed. Sink hips down and forward. Any lift of torso or arms is fine. Hands down, exhale, step back to push-up position. Set knees down and then lower all the way to the floor in a straight line from the knees to the crown of the head. Sphinx, Bring the forearms flat to the floor in front of the torso, elbows under armpits. Pull back with the forearms and the elbows to pull the ribs forward. Pull the ribs forward also as you lie down. So you're creating a tractioning effect as you flatten the spine. Reposition the hands underneath the shoulders. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Lunge. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Ease the back knee down, point the toes. Sink hips down and forward. And then lift the torso, maybe reach the arms up and overhead. If that's feeling available to you. Notice how the weight increases on the back and the hip when you do that. Hands to the floor. Forward bend. Exhale, step the left foot up next to the right foot. Fold over the legs, relax the neck. Push down into the feet. Inhale, stand. And reach arms up and overhead. Exhale, join hands together at the chest. Let's do another. Inhale, arms up. Forward bend, exhale. Lunge, inhale, left foot back. Hands to the mat, exhale, step to push-up position and lie down. Sphinx, inhale, pull chest forward. Downward dog, exhale, move back. Lunge, inhale, step left foot forward. Hands down, forward bend. Exhale, step right foot next to left foot. Fold over the legs. Push into the feet, inhale, stand. Reach arms open overhead. Exhale, join hands together at the chest. One more, focus on the breath. Inhale, arms overhead. Forward bend, exhale. Lunge, inhale, right foot back. Hands down, exhale, step to push-up position and lower to the mat. Sphinx. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Pull the chest forward, lie down. Exhale, back, downward dog. Lunge, inhale, right foot forward. Forward bend, exhale. Inhale, stand, reach arms up. Exhale, join hands together at the chest. Pause, breathe in. Feel how the bigger the breath becomes, and the bigger your breath is, like the internal dialogue doesn't have as much room. More breathing, less thinking. Less thinking, more breathing. It's actually a very useful technique. Let's do some standing poses. So standing at the front of the mat still, come on into chair pose. We'll enter through sort of a vinyasa gateway. Breathe in. Forward bend as you exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, scoop the chest forward. Plant hands, step back to push-up position. Lower all the way to the floor. Sphinx. And then if you want to up-level a little, it's to low Cobra. So think about the setup for low Cobra like a long Sphinx. Just move your forearms forward a little bit so the upper arm is on like a very petite diagonal. Then press the hands on the floor to lift the elbows off the mat. If you notice gripping in your back, lower down a little bit and pull the chest forward. One way or another, pull the chest forward. Pulling the chest forward, lower down, reposition hands under the shoulders, exhale back and into downward facing dog. Now, inhale, step the left foot forward, come on into warrior two. So I just want to let you know I have abandoned mirroring you because I want to be facing you the whole time, and it's a little bit of a dance to figure it out. So here we are in warrior two. About 4 to 4.5 feet distance between the feet, stretch the arms out to the side. Now align your head over your chest, line up the chin with the center of the chest. So instead of looking out over your front hand, I want you just to be neutral with the neck. But we are gonna explore moving the neck now. So breathe in. As you exhale, look to your back hand and see that that arm is level. Inhale the chin back to the center of the chest. Exhale, look to the front hand. Inhale the chin back to the center of the chest. Exhale, look to the back hand. And sometimes the internal dialogue is, ooh, interesting, you know? Have that, free of praise or judgment. Inhale the chin back to the center of the chest. Exhale, look to the front hand. Inhale the chin back to the center of the chest. Setting up for extended warrior variation. Exhale, set the left forearm down on top of the thigh and then reach the right arm around behind the back. Hang on your thigh or your pants, your waistband. And then let go in the neck. You might turn the chin and nose down towards the floor if you're new to neck release, or line up right ear over right shoulder. And let go a lot. Sometimes if you're not familiar with a particular style of practice, the internal dialogue is about it being right or wrong. And that again is a polarity. So just can you stay in the center and investigate how it feels to you? Not because someone told you how to do something, but because you actually went inside with your own breath and your own curiosity and found out for yourself what your body thinks about it. And you might decide your body thinks it doesn't like it. Then that's information that you can go to the bank with that. Free the arm out from behind the back, stretch it straight up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring hands down and around the front foot, pivot onto the ball of the back foot, step into push-up position. Breathe in. Knees down, exhale, lower to the floor. Set up for Sphinx, and if you like Sphinx, you stay there. But if you want to go to low Cobra, just make the Sphinx a little bit longer. Press the hands on the floor, lift the forearms, lift the elbows. Hold back with the hands. Hold back, pull the chest forward, lower down. Reposition the hands underneath the shoulders and exhale into downward facing dog. And inhale, step the right foot forward, coming on into warrior two. I know just enough Brazilian to understand. I know just enough Portuguese to understand that you like my shirt. Thank you very much. Okay, reach the arms out to the side. I took 2 years of Portuguese in graduate school. All right, so here we are, warrior two. Line up the front heel to the back arch. Yeah. Arms level to the floor, and then let's play with how does your neck move, actually, if you make it all strange again, yeah? So breathe in, expand ribs. Exhale, turn your head looking to the back hand. Just feel what that does in your neck, just to look to the back hand. And inhale the chin back to the center of the chest. Exhale, look to the front hand. Inhale the chin back to the center of the chest. Exhale, look to the back hand. Inhale the chin back to the center of the chest. Exhale, look to the front hand and hold. Holding your spine, really a lot of integrity in the spine. And bring the chin back to the center of the chest. Breathe in. And exhale, the right forearm down on top of the thigh. Reach the left arm behind the back for extended warrior variation. Relax the neck. And turn the chin and the nose down towards the floor, or line up right ear over right shoulder. And then be in the pose by breathing in the pose. What do I mean by that? As opposed to thinking in the pose, which is what a lot of us do. We get in, we have a lot of thoughts. And we go, okay, that's a lot of thinking. Can I go back to breathing? Just feeling, being curious about what I feel, holding space for it. Taking the middle road. Nothing's good, nothing's bad, it just is. Hold that for yourself. Free the left arm out from behind the back, stretch it straight up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands down and around the front foot, pivot onto the ball of the back foot, step into downward facing dog. Now, inhale and step the left foot forward. Come into warrior two. We're back in our warrior two. For reverse warrior, which I like to call warrior two side bend, just so that you don't decide that you know how I want you to do it. So begin by reaching your back arm up. So this is your right arm, reach it up, and then lean out over your back leg. Bring your hand down above or below the knee, but not on it. And then just begin by reaching the other arm up towards the ceiling. Turn the chin down towards the floor, relaxing the neck or tilt your head so the ear is over the shoulder one way or another. I want you to feel for that. Just the work in the neck. Yeah. And then breathe in deeply. Expand the ribs. If you have more in you, exhale, reach the top arm over the top ear and towards the back foot. And if you do that, you're like, whoa, I can't breathe. It's too much. Then take the arm up towards the ceiling again. Be in the pose by breathing in the pose. And to come out of the pose, reach the top arm forward. Inhale, pull the torso upright. Straighten the front leg, getting ready for triangle. So heel toe the back foot forward once, maybe twice. Then shift the sit bones and the tailbone back towards the back heel. Inhale, reach out long over the front leg. Then exhale, bring your hand down to your shin or maybe to a block. Reach the other arm up. And then that thing we did with our head and our neck in warrior two, we're going to do it here in triangle. I want you to begin by turning the chin and the nose down towards the floor though. Yeah? So you're looking down first, and that is the mirror image of looking up. So breathe in, then exhale, swing the head, rotating to look up. And just feel what that does on the whole pose. Breathe in there. And exhale and turn the chin and the nose, look down towards the floor. Pause, breathe in. Exhale, turn the head to look up at the ceiling, really isolating the movement of rotation. Look there, breathe in. Exhale the chin and the nose down towards the floor. So you're looking at your front foot. Pause, don't move, breathe in. Listen carefully. Exhale, reach the right arm over the right ear. So you're in a half extended triangle, looking down. Breathe in, get long. And exhale, hands down and around the front foot. Step back to push-up position. Breathe in. Lower all the way to the floor. Breathe out. Sphinx or low Cobra. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Pull the chest forward, lower down. Exhale, back and into downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward. Come on into warrior two. Setting up for reverse warrior. So first, hang arms down by your sides. Then inhale, reach up with the left arm, which is your back arm. Lean out over the back leg. Bring the hand down above or below the knee, but not on it. Knees don't like to be pushed on by the side, from the side. And then inhale, reach the right arm straight up towards the ceiling. Just pause there, because I really want you to emphasize the work in the neck. You might turn the chin and the nose down towards the floor. Line up the left ear over the left shoulder. You choose. Feel what's best. And can you breathe? If you have farther to go, you might exhale and reach the top arm over the top ear towards the back foot. Ooh, it's a big stretch through the side. Breathe there. Don't make the strategy to hold your breath. You will not survive. You gotta breathe. Get yourself out of the pose first. Reach the top arm forward. Then inhale, pull the torso upright. Straighten the front leg for triangle pose. Heel toe the back foot forward once, maybe twice. Shift sit bones and tailbone back towards the back heel. Inhale, reach the arm out long over the leg. Exhale, bring your hand down to your shin or to a block. If you need something to press on, which is fine, use a block. Just don't push on your shin, especially if your hand is resting close to your knee. And reach the other arm up, and then we're going to do this neck exploration again. So breathe in. And exhale, turn the chin and the nose down towards the floor. And this is the mirror image of looking up. Okay? Breathe in there. Exhale, turn the chin and the nose, look towards the ceiling. Just feel what that does in your neck. If it's terrible, just look down and stay looking down. Everybody else, breathe in. Exhale, turn the chin and the nose down towards the floor. Breathe in there. Exhale, turn the chin and the nose up, isolating the movement of rotation in the neck. Breathe in there. Exhale and look down. Hold. Inhale. Do not move your head or your neck. Exhale, reach the left arm over the left ear. Half extended triangle. Pause and breathe in. Exhale, hands down and around your front foot. Pivot onto the ball of the back foot. Step into downward facing dog. Relax your neck in your down dog. Breathe deeply. Bring your knees down. You take a child's pose. And then come on up to sit. Here we are, back on the floor. Let's do Janu Shavasana. So I am, you can do whatever leg you want. I'm going to not be mirroring you. If you're like, I'm confused, follow my words, not the sounds. So inhale, straighten your left leg out. Follow my words, not the sounds. Follow my words, not the visuals. Straighten your left leg out, right foot against the inner thigh. And then turn the chest towards your left leg. Inhale, scoop the ribs out and over the leg. And exhale and drape the torso down. Relax the neck. Breathe and feel here. Exhale, let go in the neck. Now I'll tell you a secret. One of the reasons breathing is so important is because it also just, it calms your nervous system and it helps you sink into the spell and be mesmerized by the rhythm of the breath. And then the internal dialogue may just quiet on its own because it's been soothed, almost like a lullaby or a rocking motion. And if you're a teacher, it's really important to teach breathing in this way because that's where all the magic is. Inhale, expand the ribs. Exhale, relax the neck. Inhale, sit up. Switch legs. Straighten out the right leg. Pull the left foot against the inner thigh. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Exhale, forward fold over the leg. Let go in the neck. Breathe deeply, feel the ribs expand and the left side body stretch open. Exhale, relax the neck, relax the jaw, become heavier over your own leg. Inhale, just walk the hands back to the hips to sit up. And lie down on your back for Shavasana. If you have a wall nearby, like I have a wall behind me, I also have a couch. You could sling your legs over the edge of the couch so that the corner of the couch is in the crook of the knee. You could take your legs up the wall if that would be comfy. And relax for a moment on the gentle rise and fall of your own breath. Oftentimes we say mean things to ourselves because we somehow decided that it was helpful. It was going to make you a better person or a better version of yourself. So as you monitor your internal dialogue, you might also ask yourself, is this constructive? Where did it come from? Why do I listen to it? And then you'll just take a deep breath, big, deep breath. Because the answers to those questions probably won't arise swiftly. Begin to deepen your breath. Inhaling, call your awareness back into your body, your sweet, innocent body. And bend both knees and step the feet flat to the floor. Roll off to your side. You could go left or right, whichever you prefer today. And then from your side, press up to sit. Head is the last thing to come up. Once you're upright, feel how calm and peaceful you are inside, and how that kind of clearing out the fog of the internal dialogue gives you access to better, clearer, more truthful wisdom. And that wisdom comes from somewhere deeper within you, your body, your spirit. Yeah. Inhale, sweep the arms wide. Exhale, join hands together at your chest. Many blessings to your yogis. Thank you for being here. Omstars, thank you for hosting me. Kino, thank you for being my friend. Thank you so much. Thanks to all of you who moved mountains to be here. I'm Erica Mather. This is my book, Your Body, Your Best Friend. And these courses were to complement this book. I hope you'll get a copy of it and read it. There's a lot of wisdom in it that will help you be better friends with your body. I'll hang out for a moment And if you have questions, I will field them as best I can. And otherwise, I see the attendance kind of dwindling, I will then say goodbye. But I'll hang for a moment. All right, well, if there's no questions, then I'm going to sign off. Again, thanks, Omstars, for hosting me. Thank you, Kino. Thank you to all of you who showed up today and practiced with me. I hope that you'll check out my book. Many blessings to you. Goodbye. Bye for now. Mwah.